Today, we're talking about the 2024 Halloween event in Roblox, called The Haunt, and why it didn't go over well with players. We'll compare it to some older events to see what went wrong this year. When The Haunt was first announced, players were really excited. But when the event launched, many players felt let down. So, what was the main problem? The event was all about a costume contest where players had to dress up their avatars based on daily themes, but instead of a fun, interactive experience, it turned into a boring screenshot contest. Many felt that the main activity of the event didn't offer enough excitement. Now, let's think back to older events, like the Egg Hunts or the Halloween event in 2018. Those events had engaging challenges and puzzles that got players working together. People loved exploring, solving problems, and unlocking secrets in the games. This kind of teamwork made those events special, but The Haunt didn't provide that. One of the biggest disappointments this year was the lack of interaction within the games. Unlike past events that had special quests and themes, this year's games didn't tie into the Halloween fun. The feedback on social media has been mostly negative. Players have shared their frustrations with comments like, "You put more effort into the trailer than into this event," and "Worst event by far." It's clear that the community is unhappy with how the event turned out, especially since many developers worked hard to create Halloween-themed updates that felt pointless. Take Pressure, for example. The developers behind it put a lot of time into creating a special Halloween update just for the Haunt event. They built an entire new environment, themed around a raveyard, with the idea that players would experience unique Halloween gameplay there. But they weren't told that the event's main activity was simply to take screenshots for a costume contest. Because of this, the developers' work felt wasted. They expected players to explore the new content they'd created, but all Roblox actually needed was a background for players to snap costume photos. They even had to put out a message in the game, saying, "We made the entire raveyard update for nothing. This is the event. Sorry." This just goes to show how frustrating it was for developers who wanted to bring more to the event. It's clear that the lack of communication between Roblox and the developers really impacted the event. If the developers had known, they could have prepared their games differently, or maybe even saved their updates for a different time. Another issue was the lack of real rewards. Past events gave players exclusive items that felt special, like limited edition hats or accessories. In The Haunt, the prizes didn't feel worth the effort. Many players said they didn't even bother participating because there wasn't anything exciting to earn. If Roblox wants people to care about events again, they need to bring back meaningful rewards that players actually want. The costume contest in The Haunt wasn't a terrible idea, it just wasn't executed well. It could have worked if Roblox had tied it into the games more. Like if you had to complete challenges in games to unlock costume pieces or earn votes for your avatar. That would have made the event more interactive and rewarding, rather than just uploading a screenshot and waiting for votes. Another big frustration with The Haunt was how it didn't really take advantage of the creativity that Roblox developers are known for. In past events, developers played a huge role in creating minigames and quests that tied directly into the event. This year, they were sidelined, and that hurt the overall experience. Think back to the days of the Egg Hunts. Developers worked directly with Roblox to create unique worlds full of puzzles, hidden items, and challenges. Those events weren't just fun, they were memorable. Compare that to now, where most events feel like ads for companies or shallow competitions, and it's easy to see why players are upset.